Good morning and welcome to the 16th day in the 21-day Resiliency Series titled Embracing Your Personal Failures. We do understand the process. We did intend for the process to be one that was mind disturbing, one that is going to challenge us to think about ourselves, our individual journeys, and how we have grown, how we have failed, how we have handled the different challenges that we have experienced. So it's been a great journey thus far, and we are happy for the opportunity to feed your community, feed your mind, to invest in you, invest in your community, and to help us all develop that type of personal agency, that type of resilience which we need, so our lives could be a lot more productive, our lives can be meaningful, one that is satisfying not just to us, but the overflow, all of the benefits that we are receiving will be passed on to those that we interact with. So again, welcome to the 16th day, and remember, we would like for you to like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Tell others about us and help us grow so that we all can benefit. Failure sharpens problem-solving skills. This is the challenge that we want to look at today. Here's a question that I want to begin with. Do you think you run your life on autopilot? Have you ever noticed that it is a lot easier to run your life on autopilot if everything is working out smoothly than trying to figure out how to do new things, develop new patterns, get new approaches to doing new things, things that you perhaps always enjoy doing, changing the routine, being innovative, creative. Have you realized that you generally do not like finding creative ways to do things? Now, even if you do find yourself sometimes being creative, innovative, in solving some of your problems, handling your toughest setbacks, dealing with situations differently than you generally would deal with them. Do you think you have been very resourceful in maximizing your skills? Do you think you have done your best in problem solving, handling the situations that are problematic to you? I want to look at a number of reasons why we should consider our problem solving skills. Number one, most of us go through life on autopilot. Most of us. We follow routines, we repeat patterns, we assume what worked yesterday will work tomorrow. We plan on tomorrow because of how well we've done yesterday, or how well we did yesterday, how well others have told us we've done. We rely on those muscle memories. We rely on those assumptions. We rely on the presumptions. We rely on those automatic pilots that we have lived on for so long. But then we fail. Then failure happens. Some disruption, something goes wrong. Some things go wrong. Some things begin to turn around differently, and we begin to wonder, well, what are we going to do? How will I handle this? Only to discover that our problem-solving skills are challenges that we have to deal with at the same time. So we have the issues to deal with, and we also have the issue of how poorly we solve our problems. Number two, failure really helps us develop our creative thinking skills. So failure is not just there to show that we have weaknesses in some areas, but to point out the areas where we need to grow. Failure pushes us to the point where we have to get creative, where we need to step into that creative zone and almost immediately begin to look at alternatives, other plans. Okay, plan A failed. What about plan B? Did I have a plan B? Should I have a plan B? If the door is locked, can I try the window? If the strategy did not work, what if I combine two strategies? Failure forces us to begin to think outside of where and how we would always think. Think about the time when you had to make a tough decision. What did you rely on to make that decision? Think about those major innovators in this world. How do you think they came up with their innovation? Was it because they got it at once or because they failed many times? Failure helps us build our resourcefulness. Resourcefulness is the ability to make progress even when you have not what you wish you had. Let me say this again. Resourcefulness is being able to use what you have to do well, to do what you need to do, even when you don't have all of what you need to get what you need done. I like the way that I said that. Yeah. Because resourcefulness is about being creative, being innovative, and getting things done in such a way that you feel incredibly successful because you are not privileged. You don't have that magical power, but yet still you are using the resources that are available to you in the proper manner. Now, every one of us have not learned how to be resourceful because we have the mindset that we will always succeed until we begin to fail. And then we have to look into our mental toolbox and see what tools we have in there and begin to get creative, begin to solve problems one way or another, begin to find different approaches to solve the same problems. We get creative because in us there is this catalog of strategies that we don't always draw upon. There is this catalog in us that we fail to look into because we are busier trying to rush to success rather than seeking to understand what potential we have in us for problem solving. Maybe you learned that the last minute method is not working. Maybe you understand procrastination is not a friend. Maybe you've discovered that failures will help you appreciate the smaller things, as we spoke about a lot earlier this week. Maybe you've discovered that your problem solving skills are so poor. Failure also forces us to slow down and analyze the strength or the weakness of our problem solving skills. Not just that it points out the weakness in our problem solving skills, but to help us step back and reflect on how poorly we've done in problem solving, how poor we are in problem solving. Maybe our planning is the challenge. And if our planning is the problem, then execution would also be a problem. Maybe we underestimate issues, we overestimate issues. Maybe we are unrealistic in our expectations. And so success is always hidden from us, is always distant from us because we have not learned how to use our resources, how best to analyze the challenges that we are going through, how best to consider our skills, to assess our skills and make the best out of them. So failure helps us develop our resilience, but only when we have challenges. people who are good problem solvers, they don't get it right all the time. It is because they have gotten it wrong before. It is because they have been taught through their challenges. They have engaged their challenges. They have engaged their frustrations. They have engaged their negative energies. They have engaged their obstacles. They have engaged their depressions. They have engaged their weariness. They have engaged the mindset that kept them behind for so long. They have engaged their stubborn self and are now able to say, I know how to avoid another setback, or how to manage one if I were to experience it. Failure also reveals the paths that we would not have seen. And that's because we generally live our life through autopilot until we are confronted with a failed plan where we need to redirect resources, redirect our approaches, redirect our strategies, redirect the skills that we have, rethink our solutions, rethink the strengths that we believe we have, rethink our weaknesses. Until we have gotten to the point where we need to do that, failure is going to keep coming to us and frantically force us to explore new pathways, new avenues, to explore new ways of getting things done, because we don't use our intelligence well, we don't use our creativity well, we don't use our resiliency enough. And so failure comes to us, confronts us, and forces us to look deeper at ourselves. If you are experiencing poor problem-solving skills, if you believe you have good problem-solving skills, it is time that you begin to expand your thinking. It is time that you strengthen your creativity. It is time that you accelerate your wisdom. It is time that you push yourself forward with better solutions. It is time that you unblock the pathway. It is time to force yourself to build a better future by embracing the failures that you have experienced or that you are currently experiencing. If you embrace the failure, if you understand that the failure is pointing out, is strongly presenting to you the areas where you need to grow, you will do excellently well the next time around. And if the next time around a different challenge comes to you, you have experience in problem solving that you can adjust to suit to help you deal with your present challenge. And that's why today, as you begin your journey, as you embrace those failures, I need you to understand you can become a great problem solver, not because you were born with all the answers to the questions, to the challenges that you will have. No, it is because you are tapping into your creativity. It is because you are tapping into your thoughts. It is because you are creating space for your thoughts to point out to you. You're creating space so that you can appreciate the potential that is in you to do more than you have done. Failure helps us solve our problems. And so, should I look forward to failing? You don't have to look forward to failing. It's inevitable. You will fail at times. However, we all can embrace those moments when we do fail. Embrace those moments, learn from them, and apply the lessons learned the next time around. Thank you so much for coming by on day 16. Again, we ask if you do like the content of our videos that you would tap the like button, you would share and let others know about us as well. We're looking forward to seeing you on day 17. Thank you so much. Have a wonderfully productive day.